We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
White. Hey, gun.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pin the mirrors back and go full.
13. White.
Flare. Watch twist. Watch the safety creep.
Big Ed. Hey, switch gears.
21. I got you.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Switch.
11. Hey, gun.
On first down, here's Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards on the ground.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Two. General West.
Check. Fresno. Hey, alert 3. Bang.
21.
Bang. Say hot.
This is Mostert. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Here we go. 80.
Oh, you got D? Kill.
Lock. I got you.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Here we go. Black 80. Hey, alert. White.
3rd and 9.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Hey, come on.
Check. Watch the screen. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Black.
Check the hot read.
Check 52. Hey, gun. Set hot.
This is Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Go.
A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Muhammad. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They run the counter. Jefferson, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run with Muhammad. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch out.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down now, Jefferson. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Looking to throw. Fields. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Quan Alexander able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. Back to throw. Fields into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
I got you.
Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
He's checking smooth. Crash.
Hey, gun.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a first down with that catch.
I got you.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
13.
Hey, Delta.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
21. 11.
Hey, exit.
Mike 54.
I got you.
Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 3rd down, Muhammad. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And finding the tight end Hooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Here's Muhammad. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Hey, gun.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. No. Off.
11.
Jumper. Under 10. 10.
Here's Mostert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. Tavecchio puts this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A final shot before break. Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
So I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11. Sponge. Hey, alert.
Now Mostert. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
21. X3. 218. Chop.
Check 26. Kill. Turn up.
I got this.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now a handoff looking right. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned him 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Looking to throw. Fields. And it's complete. Hooper. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. This one caught by Ridley. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
21. Here we go. Hey, gun.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Watch twist, watch twist.
21. Here we go.
Watch the safety creep.
Now a and a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Looking to throw. Fields. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 3 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Hey, gun.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
1, Omaha. 21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. all up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
2nd and 6. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Well, look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
12. I got you.
Here's Breida. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here we go. 180. 54. 11. Black.
Hey, Alpha.
54. Watch the curls. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
To throw is Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80.
Mike 5-4. I got one. Whip. Watch the whip.
White. Hey, gun.
Now it's Breida. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 180!
Hey, come on,
Lock!
Hey, Haywood.
54. In your face. Mike's 54.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
So now Catanzaro comes on in a pressure spot. This to almost certainly win the football game. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that long distance there in the closing seconds, but it was just not meant to be.
They needed a little more time and a little more yardage to give him a realistic shot. And that kick's a good metaphor for this game, isn't it? They're going to wind up a little short in the end.